Hey, in this video, I'm going to share some information with you about the Pinellas County and Pasco markets here on the west coast of Florida. If you're thinking about buying or selling property, or you just want to keep up with the market, this is going to be some really good information for you. This information came out in January 2023. This happens to be February. There's always some lag time to it. But before I get to that, and I'll bring it up on the screen and show it to you, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave some comments if you want. I'd really appreciate it. So hang on, let me get this ready for you so I can show it to you. Okay, so first let's take a look at Pinellas County and the median price that homes have been selling for this past January. So in January 2023, the median price was $400,000, which is the same as it was in January 2022. So we didn't have any kind of a increase in the median price of homes that's out there. Townhouse and condos, they were up about 10%, up to $279,000. So there was a little bump in the median price for townhouses and condos. Not a big deal either way. Now, if you take a look at Pinellas County single family homes inventory, this is the inventory that's currently out there. There's 771 homes out there right now, compared to in January 2022, 762. So that inventory is actually increased by 132%. Now, the reality is that there's more houses out there only because houses are sitting longer. They're sitting longer because people have overpriced their properties. People are still pricing their properties based on what their neighbors and friends sold their houses for a year or two ago. And that's definitely having an impact. They're also sitting a little bit longer because interest rates have gone up somewhat. They've almost doubled, no doubt. But the problem here is that people are sitting around and waiting, and interest rates aren't going to come down that much. You're not going to see 3% interest rates anymore. So if you're hanging on and waiting, you'd be so much better off to go ahead and buy now. Even though you think the interest rates are high, you're going to stay in that house 5 to 10 years or so. It's going to appreciate in value, and you're going to be okay. So I wouldn't let that hold me back. But anyway, that's what's going on here. You can see what's going on with single family homes in Pinellas County. Now, if you take a look at the townhouses and condos, there's 1,747 of them out there. It's up by 180% versus January 2022. Again, it's the same problem. Same identical problem. People are just asking goofy money for some of them. I mean, some of them are just out of sight. But if it's priced right, here's what's funny. If you price your home or your townhouse or your single family residence, you price it correctly, it's going to sell quickly. There are plenty of buyers out there who want to buy, but they just can't pay these goofy prices that we were lucky enough to be getting back a year or two ago. And single family home sales, let's take a look at that. In January, here's what actually sold in the market. It was 549 versus 962. So the actual sales in Pinellas County of single family homes is down by a whopping 40%. Again, I've explained what the problem is. All people have to do is price a house right if they want to sell it. In townhouses and condos, it's at 419. Last year it was at 682. So they are down 38%. Again, the same problem, yeah. In Pasco County, look at this. The average single-family the median price of houses in Pasco County is at $361 versus $347. So Pasco County is actually up a little bit on single-family homes at 4.1%. But look at this one. This one blows me away. Townhomes and condos in Pasco County, the median price is up to $306,000 versus $199,000, up 54% in a year. That's a booming number. I'm not sure what's going on up in Pasco County, but if you happen to own a townhouse or condo up there, the value of your property has certainly gone up. Now, if you take a look at the inventory, this is the inventory of single-family homes in Pasco County. It's at 1886 versus 647 a year ago. So the inventory again is up by 191%. I would be repeating myself, but I shall, since it's my little video. The problem again is people are pricing their stuff just a little too high. Townhome, same sort of thing, 424 versus 134. Townhomes and inventory is up by 216%. So if you've got a townhouse and you've been in it for a while, let's say you've been in it for 5 to 10 years, I understand you want to knock a home run on it, but if you really want to sell it, I would suggest you rethink how you're pricing it. Pasco County single family home sales. These are homes actually sold. January 2023, it was 640, 812. Single family home sales are down 21%. Same old problem that I've been discussing here. And if you take a look at townhomes, Excuse me, back up just a second, take a look at townhomes. Bear with me here. A little technical problem. If you take a look at townhomes, they're at 112 that were sold versus 178, and it's down by 37%. Look, it always gets down to pretty simple things. So here's what it really does get down to. There's more houses available right now. So if you're a buyer, you're probably in a little bit of position than you were some time back. If you're a seller, you can still sell your property. You just have to make sure you price it competitively. You have to price it to the market, not price it based on what it was a year or two ago. If you're a buyer, you have to come to grips with the fact that interest rates are not going back down to 3%. They just aren't. So you just have to realize that. And you're better off to go ahead and buy something even if the interest rate's a little high right now, based on your concept, but they're not really. Go ahead and buy something, even if it's not as much house as you would like to get. Start investing yourself. It's an asset that's going to go up in value. Most people stay in their house 5 to 15 years. By the time you get ready to sell it, you're going to have a whole bunch of money there. So sitting on the sideline and still paying rent, as an example, isn't really helping you build your assets. Hey, by the way, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you're a boomer, watch this right here. If you're a boomer with some cash, watch this right here. There's some real opportunities for you out here in the real estate world. Thanks, and have a great day.